So what's up? Hey, so I'm back, yeah. But in this video, this is a special video because this is going to be for people that are getting into anime. So anybody that's new, that's just now discovered anime, or you're trying to get into anime and you don't know what to watch, this video is for you. Because I'm going to let you know. So this is not for anybody that's on the channel that's already seen a whole bunch of anime. You guys know all these. This is for people that can get into anime and they're new people and they want to watch anime, and this is for them. Majority of this stuff is going to be on Netflix and Hulu because that's the main two things that people would have, especially if they're trying to get into anime. Like, I don't want to tell them about like Crunchyroll, Funimation, all that, because you might not have that, but you'll have Netflix and Hulu, and those are the main two, and Prime Video if you have that. And those are the main things. But remember, if you're new to this channel, oops, just know if you're new to this channel, list on our phones because we're saving trees. Yeah, we need oxygen to breathe. Yeah. So yes, if you're just now getting into anime, I'm gonna give you a list of good anime that you should watch on either it's gonna be on Hulu or Netflix or even maybe Prime Video. It depends, because those are like the three most common normal streaming services that are not just strictly for anime, and you guys should find them. So hopefully if you discovered anime, you find one on this list that you want to watch, and then you go watch anime, and then you fall in love with anime like everybody else. She'll be fire. All right, I'm gonna get all that out the way. We're gonna start this list now. The first one I want to talk about is Kill la Kill. This is on Netflix, and it's only 24 episodes. So you guys, so if you're getting anime, you could watch this. I think it's 24, somewhere around there. It's not that long, but you're getting in this. So this is about this girl who one day she goes to this city because like her dad got killed, and all she has with her is this scissor, it's like half of a scissor, and it's a scissor blade, and like it's dope, bruh. But she discovers where her dad was at, and she goes to his laboratory and she finds this outfit, and behold to what the outfit does. The outfit makes her, it turns into this thing, and just know her proportions are showing and stuff. But it's a really dope anime. It has a good story. The fighting is fire. I love the fighting in it. The fighting is so cold. And like you'll see, bro, like when she uses that scissor blade, ooh, it's dope, bro. Like this is really good. It's good, trust me. You'll like it. You should enjoy this if you like it. If you're getting the anime, this is like really a good one for you guys to watch. The next one is Parasyte, the Maximum. This is on Hulu and Netflix, so you can watch them on either or. And this is about these parasites that are from outer space, and like one day you have this parasite that lands in this guy, in the main character's arm, and he doesn't notice, and then until he discovers it when he tries to like save a little kid, and he sees his arm, it comes out, saves somebody, and like he discovers the arm, and like it's really dope because like everybody else that gets a parasite, they get controlled because like it usually falls in their brain or something like that, and it controls them. But his is just in his arm, so him and the thing, they coexist together, and they work together, and they take down all the other parasites. But you also see the main character change as a person, because trust me, he changes. He really does. He goes from being like a nerdy guy to like a cool type of guy towards the end of the series, and there's a lot of dope stuff in it. Fighting, there's action in it. It's a thriller. It's fire. Okay, next one is Death Note. Now I'm not talking about that BS live action one that they did on Netflix. I'm talking about the actual Death Note. Now this is dope. A lot of you, if anybody that's gotten, majority of people have at least heard of Death Note, but they've never watched it. Now this is a really good anime, and when I mean good, I mean fire. This is like probably one of the best animes like ever made type of category, because how good it is. So you follow this guy named Light Yagami. He's the son of a police detective, but he's he's super smart, and like he's bored of school and all that, and he's always bored. He knows what he's gonna do because he's super smart. One day he finds in the courtyard of the school, he finds this Death Note. He reads it. He doesn't think the rules are anything real and all that. Then he tries it out against a prisoner, or I forgot, it was either a prisoner or he tried it out against like a guy at a market. And once he finds out the Death Note can really work, whoa, he starts killing anybody that does bad crimes, and then he calls himself Kira. And that's when you meet him and L have some of the craziest battles, because like they're both smart, and like Light does some crazy stuff in this anime, bro. When it comes to thinking, bro, he outsmarts even L. It's just the only problem I have with Death Note is towards the ending, because they add a character named Nier, and Nier never needed to be added. Just saying, he never did. But trust, it's a really good anime, like really good. All right, the next one is Your Lie in April. Now this is a sad anime, like a really sad anime. Like, see, I told you I had oh yeah, Death Note you can watch on Netflix. I think it's on Hulu too. Your Lie in April, I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. It might be on Hulu too, I'm not positive. But this is a sad anime. So you follow the main character. He's a guy and he has two friends. That's a girl and a guy. And like one of the girls, she ends up introducing the main character into this other girl, because the main character, I know I'm forgetting names, but hey, I don't care. The main character, he ends up he used to play piano, but he stopped doing it because he has like he has trauma because why he did. I'm not going to explain why he has trauma, but he stopped doing it. But the girl that he meets really liked him when he was playing piano, and like she also plays violin. So as you watch anime, you see how the girl that plays the violin, she gets him to start playing the piano again. They get together and he finds out he likes enjoying playing the piano with her. But that's when tragedy strikes and you find out somebody's sick. And it gets sad. Trust me, this anime is really sad, bro. Bro, when I tell you, bro, when you get to the ending, you're gonna be so sad, man. Cause, boy, yeah. Cause like you can tell, like it's also it has like a love touch to it. But trust me, it's really sad, bro. Oh my gosh. All right, the next one is Toradora. Now this is on Netflix, Hulu, maybe, I don't remember. I don't think it's on Hulu, but I know it's on Netflix for sure, because it was a big deal when Netflix got it finally. Ooh, somebody's getting a text from somebody, but hey. But yes, so this is a love story. It's a love story with a lot of drama, a lot of relationship problems, other stuff. So you have the main characters. You have what's her name? Taiga. She's not Taiga. Taigi. I forgot how you say her name. It's the little girl. But you have this main character. He bumps into like the other character that's usually like she's like the Tsunade type of tough type of character in the show. And like he eventually becomes friends with her. And as you watch anime, they somehow start developing feelings. They become friends and closer. But like a lot of stuff happens. He ends up because he's actually in love with another girl, and she's in love with his best friend. So they work together to try and get the two. But just know, when you work together with somebody, eventually you're gonna like the other person instead of the person you're trying to get with. That eventually happens. But trust me, there's like a root of different girls that the main character could get with, and he eventually gets somebody. It's a good anime, bro. You'll enjoy it. It's really good. Alright, Erase. Now this is a thriller. This is on Netflix. I don't think it's on Hulu, but I know it's on Netflix for a fact. Now this is about this guy. He always gets this feeling where he can go, where he just feels, he can sense where something's going to happen. He always looks around for him. He can tell what's happening. And then once he sees it happen, he goes back 10 seconds before that, because somehow he goes back in time and like he can stop and save that. But one of the times he has this sense when he's out with his mom, but like he doesn't know what's gonna happen, so he can't go back. So he doesn't go back in time because he doesn't sense anything what's gonna happen bad. Because usually he can pick it out, but it doesn't happen. So then later on his mom gets murdered. He finds out he's about to get framed. Instead of getting framed, he gets sent back to when he was in elementary, and he has to figure out all the deaths. Because when he was in elementary, he forgot, because his mom made him forget about all the deaths that were happening in this town when he was growing up. Like 3 girls died. Two girls got killed, and one guy that the person thought was a girl, because they did that, dies. But he has to find out who the killer is, that he can go back to the future, save his mom, all of that. Trust me, it's a really good thriller. There are some there is some stuff that's very predictable about it, but it's still good. You'll enjoy it, because I really enjoyed it. The next one is Death Parade. Now this is on Hulu and Netflix. Now this is about a different way you can show Grim Reapers, because they're playing, instead of like the Grim Reaper just coming to get you, this is about people that die, and then they get decided depending on how they play this game with the person they're with, and depending on who wins and how the arbiters, like, they think the person should go, you either go to heaven or your soul gets sent down to it's basically hell and all that, but it's not really, because they get turned into mannequins. Their souls just go down there. But it's really good because you get to see them play different games, and like it's surprisingly good, like a super good anime. Like I really enjoyed it. Death Parade's pretty dope. And like you get to see them play games, and you get to see all the backstories of the people that come, because like you see their different sides and like why they're here and like how they feel, and how some of them really want to go back. Like some of them really want to like come back alive, but they remember, because their memories get taken away, and like they remember like what happened. Like you have this one lady that remembers her family and all that. You have this one guy, like he remembers him being bad to his mom, and like there's a lot of emotion that goes to it. And there's a lot of crazy stuff, but it's good. Trust me, it's good. All right, the next one is one of my all-time favorites, and it's on Hulu, and I'm talking about Black Lagoon. Now, if you like action, bruh, you'll enjoy this, because this has one of them, and especially if you like badass female characters, this one has one of the baddest female characters. Like badass, meaning like she's dope. Like she's one of the dopest anime characters ever made, in my opinion. Now, this is about a crew, like they're bounty, not really bounty hunters. What are they called? What are they, scavengers? Nah, they take jobs. They just take a lot of jobs. They're, I guess you could say merchants. Nah, not really. They just take a lot of jobs. I don't know exactly what you call them, but they're the Lagoon Company. And you have the main character, Revy. You have Rock, who technically is the main character too. You have Dutch, he's black, yeah. And then you have Benny. And this has like a super diverse cast, and the English dub is actually really good. So is the Japanese dub. They're both, I mean, the dub and the sub, they're both very good. I really enjoy it. But this is really a lot of violence, because they live in this town called Renover, which is one of the, it's like supposed to be based in like the Philippines type of area, but it's where all the bad guys live. You have the Russian mob, the cartel, the Italian, I forgot what you call it, the Italian mafia, the Chinese mafia. I think there's the Japanese mafia. I forgot. There's a whole bunch of like different ones there, but all the baddies are the baddies. You follow Revy and them as they take on these jobs, and like Revy's really badass, bro. She be popping people like bam, 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 and like there's a lot of violence, a lot of killing. So if you like any of that, trust me, you'll enjoy this, because it's one of my favorite anime of all time, because like it's really dope, and like I really love Revy as a character, because she just be popping people left and right. All right, next one is another one of my favorites of all time. I'm talking about The Promised Neverland. This is on Netflix. I think it's on Hulu too. Now, this is a thriller, and this is like a good thriller, like a good thriller, bro. This is the pinnacle of all thrillers, because The Promised Neverland has amazing camera angles, because like the camera angles, the way you see this anime is at certain points when you see other characters, it's like the camera is panned as it's supposed to be this one character looking, and like it's really dope. But it's about these kids that are in this orphanage that, as they get a certain age, they get adopted, and they do all this other extra stuff, but they get adopted, and then they go off, and like that's one of the things they always do, but they take tests. But one day you have, oh yeah, the main characters are Emma, Ray, and Norman. But one day you have this one character, she gets adopted, but you have Emma and Norman, they end up following her because she left her rabbit, and they go there and they find out that she gets killed and ate because there's these demons. And then you find out why the kids are actually there. They're getting raised as livestock. Yes, the kids are food for demons. Yes. And as you watch the anime, you find out how Ray, Emma, and Norman are going to try and escape and get everybody else out of there. And trust me, it's really dope. Season 2 is coming out January 7th. I'm so happy, bro. It's one of my favorite anime. The manga's finished, so I hope we get a lot of episodes. But trust me, it's a really good thriller, and trust me, you guys will enjoy it too. All right, the next one is Attack on Titan. So a lot of you guys, if you had to heard of this, even if you're not into anime like that, or you're just not getting into it, Attack on Titan is like super popular. So you follow Eren, who's the main character, and like he wants to kill all the Titans because like his mom was ate by a Titan, so he wants to kill all the Titans. But when he goes into his first battle, he finds out that he's a Titan himself, and he transforms into one, and he's the Attack Titan. Now this is dope. The animation is so crispy, the fighting is good. You find this has like so much lore and storytelling to it. Season 4, the final season, is coming out this year, so if you need to get on this right now, because it's coming out next month in December. And there's so much to Attack on Titan, but it's really good. The story's dope. There's a lot of good fights. The action's good, amazing. You have dope characters like Levi's so dope, Mikasa's so dope. Of course, Eren is. And you find out about all the different Titan shifters. That's what Eren is. He's a Titan shifter. There's what is it, like 8 of them? I forgot exactly, but it's good, bro. You'll enjoy it. All right, now the last one on this list. Now this is probably the oldest one that's on the list, and this is on Hulu. I know for a fact it's on Hulu, but it's also on Crunchyroll too, but it's on Hulu. I know for a fact it is, but I'm talking about Cowboy Bebop. Now, this is one of the dope, if you ever been into aesthetic type of stuff, they usually have some Cowboy Bebop stuff showing around, because like, even if you're just getting the anime, there's like a lot of, you'll see stuff of Cowboy Bebop. It's really dope. Now, Cowboy Bebop is about space cowboys, and you follow this group that has the main character Spike, Faye, you have Edward, Finn, and then and you have Jet, yes, you have all of them, and like you follow as they go on different bounties. Trust me, they're always broke, and like you also go deep into each of their backstories, Besides Edward's backstory doesn't really get like that developed, but her backstory, or Ed, whatever, her backstory doesn't really get developed that well like everybody else. Like, it's mainly Spike's, Faye, and Jet's that get like really good in-depth backstories. But trust me, it's one of the classic like good anime. It's really good. It's from the 90s, one of the best 90s ones. There's only a few I would put over it, but it's up there. It would be tied because Evangelion is dope for a 90s anime. So is Yu Yu Hakusho, but this is dope. But yeah, if you're getting the anime, watch all these. I'll go over the list one more time. So we have Kill la Kill, Parasyte, Death Note, Your Lie in April, Toradora, Erase, Death Parade, Black Lagoon, The Promised Neverland, Attack on Titan, Cowboy Bebop. All of these you can either watch on Hulu or Netflix. So they're good anime that you should start. If you're getting the anime, trust me, these are good anime you should start with. And if you want to come back next time, trust me, I'll have another video about other anime you can get into, and you can check out, and then maybe you can get into watching stuff on Crunchyroll and Funimation. Then you can check out all my other lists that I have for those. But yes, if you enjoyed this video, remember to like. If you really enjoyed, subscribe. Comment if you're actually going to watch any of these, or comment if you're just now getting the anime, or comment if you've watched all of these. If you're like a continued subscriber that you're returning to my video and like you just like watching my videos, just comment on there. Hey. But yes, I really hope you find an anime you can get into, because like I said, getting into anime is really dope. Anime is like so cool. There's an anime out there for anybody. Like, in my opinion, there really is. Like, especially if you go off of like stuff what you like in real life, you'll find an anime. Like, if you like drama stuff, you like sports stuff, you like action, you like superhero stuff, it's all in anime, and you can find it. You can find thrillers, scary stuff, everything. So yes, I hope you find an anime you enjoyed, and I hope you get into anime and you really like it. Thank you for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, and check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.